the reason behind, because I would imagine a romper. Like Matt, of course, has a romper.
Yeah.
Children have rompers. In
Yeah,
fact,
so my twins wear.
Nola's her.
They're called onesies when you're that small.
Yes. I'm essentially wearing a onesie.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware.
Yeah. Let me tell you, in all my experience.
Yes, but it's the same idea. But also, Nola at 8, it's kind of a romper for her. She's got a Stitch costume for Halloween from Lilo and Stitch, and it's very much a romper. But it has, and we all had a good laugh at it, there's a zipper in the back that she can unzip and then use the restroom if she needs to.
I wish I had that. I literally have to take that. That's the worst part about. Okay, a romper can be very comfortable. Not necessarily a full denim one like today. It just
not a lot of stretch.
You know, it's basically summer right now. So I'm like, I might as well just wear all the summer clothes, even though I'm like ready for fall stuff. But it is honestly. Rompers typically are comfortable and very much nice to wear because it's like feels like flowy and feels like summer and dress, whatever. But the worst part about a romper is you have to get fully unclothed to go to the bathroom.
See, like to me, that
fully.
would negate the comfortable nature of it.
Yeah, when you're just like sitting there going to the bathroom and you're like, I'm naked in a public restroom right now. What have I done with my life? It's the worst. It really is.
What life choices did I make to get here?
I think I've literally worn like a romper to Ruth's Chris when we've been there before, and I'm like, I'm just sitting here naked, and they're like 2 feet away from me.
Matt, have you ever been in that situation where you're naked in a public restroom?
It is nice, and you have your own stall with like the door that goes all the way to the ground, so it's like you have privacy, which is
not
nice.
entirely.
If you're gonna be naked somewhere, Ruth's Chris is the place to be naked.
Well, fair. I wouldn't know, but I mean, I would know, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, but like even today when I was like going to the bathroom in my Canadian tuxedo today, all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, I can't let the sleeves hit the floor because it's gross. It's the bathroom floor.
Yeah.
And that's the problems that you run into when you're wearing a romper.
Isn't there like a little hook in there you can put it on?
Yeah, but like you leave it on, you just pull it all the way down.
I would just take it off, throw it on the hook.
No, that's way too hard.
Comfort is key.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's not comfortable then because you are fully naked then when you're going to the bathroom if you hang it up.
I guess we have different levels of comfort.
I mean, color me surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine if Matt could, he'd wear less.
Matt would be naked all of the time if he could. If you could come in here and wear boxers and it be socially acceptable, you would all of the time.
Definitely like gym shorts. That's like my all-time favorite.
Like basketball shorts?
Yeah, just basketball shorts and that's it.
With no chonies underneath.
Yeah, oh yeah, just basketball shorts.
All right. 844-770-3776.
Wait, what's a chony?
The Carbos Talking text line. Less is more.
What do you undies? What do you mean?
That's chony?
Yeah. It's
Never
chony.
heard that before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. The more you know.
Yeah.
Spanish.
I'm anti-chony.
You and Ben Brust.
Well, no, I follow the rules of society and I wear them, and I also don't want to like these shorts. I've been wearing them for about an hour and a half now. I'm gonna put them back away in the dresser and wear them again later. If I was fully anti-chony, I ain't doing that. It's no way it's going back in the clean clothes.
No man should be doing that. Can't wear something twice if you're not wearing underwear.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty good life rule out there.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't want to be around that.
Yeah, you're talking about comfortability. There's nothing
imagine,
comfortable
like, what
about
if you
that.
open that drawer and you're like, this was a mistake, like 3 days later.
Right. But also, like, I mean, like, with, like, basketball shorts or athletic shorts, they're designed to be a little bit more, like, forgiving. But, like, again, I don't know how, like, you'd wear, like, blue jeans. Like, they're not designed for men not to have underwear on.
I think they did. I mean, back in, like, the old West days, I think that's just what they did. They would just go out roughing it.
Because they just didn't have the means for it.
Yeah.
You have to carry
But, like,
more underwear.
It's
like,
medieval.
Duluth makes the ballroom jeans also. So, like, there's a whole market now.
Ballroom
for
jeans? I'm gonna
Ballroom
Google
jeans
this.
and underwear. Maybe it's underwear, not
Molly,
jeans.
be careful how you Google that one.
It's the buck naked underwear.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of different types of them. So the underwear is made in advance, and that's partially because they haven't changed the pants that much. You still want to be comfortable, but you need some protection between you and the blue jeans or whatever.
Yeah, I'd be scared of the zipper if I was a guy.
Yeah, we've all seen Something About Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually only seen that like one time, so I can't remember.
Did you get the zipper above the Frank?
I know what you're talking about, but
Jim is really squirming whenever I play that sound effect.
What is that sound effect?
That's a scythe.
A scythe?
A scythe.
that's
yeah.
what the Grim Reaper carries.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Gotcha.
Ching, ching.
Yeah, it's the same.
Ching, ching.
It's the
The
same
grass
thing.
cutter.
It's the same thing as a zipper when you don't wear underwear.
Oh, jeez, Ryan.
You really think highly of yourself, don't you?
He just wears tight pants.
Yeah. Not a lot of room to breathe down there.
Like, you know, like the baggy boxers, like the people used to wear that were
old
like
school,
plaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those have to be so uncomfortable under jeans.
Yeah, I don't like.
Under
to
jeans,
be,
yeah.
To be fully
Just in
honest,
general.
it's like the boxer brief from now. Like the boxers were an era because I never was a tighty whitey person when you had your choice.
Why not?
It just feels honestly, it feels like for children.
I was gonna say grandpas.
Or
I'm
grandpas,
pretty sure my
but, like,
grandpa used to wear that.
I feel like again we have girls, so I don't know what we would have put but I feel like boys wear tighty whities for a while,
Yeah.
and then like when you grow up, you initially like for my era, it was like boxers were like the new transition, but they were kind of bunchy and they were kind of hot. Like I didn't care
Like
for them that
silk
much.
was popular
Yeah,
for
silk
a
was-
time.
yeah.
Like I had like some of those like
but those were
silky
just like
polyester ones.
gross.
But yeah, they ride like. I hate when they ride up.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So
Yeah.
you gotta like pull them down through your jeans somehow. Like it's a
Yeah, it
whole
just seems like a
ordeal.
pain.
It is.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
would bunch. They bunch in all these
Uh-huh.
different places. It was
Now
awful.
you could get away with it in shorts.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you were wearing like any kind of shorts that aren't like too tight,
yeah,
you're
because
fine.
it's really more the part between the legs that would get bunchy. It would kind
Yeah.
of like just be too loose, and then it get caught in your pants or one side or whatever. It's just too much. So
Plus, if you had the silks, like first of all, I was in like 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah.
That's when like you would get wedgies and stuff. The silks were the worst.
Yes.
You wouldn't wear those just because the wedgie would destroy
also
you.
this
Wait, what would? Silks?
Yeah.
What are silks?
silk
boxers.
Is that like spandex?
No.
it's like
They're
the-
like
silk
loose.
t-shirt-
They're
like
just
silk
No
shirts.
way,
they're like
that's a
shorts
thing?
that are silk.
But
they,
they would-
had patterns on them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everyone
Oh, yeah.
had
Oh, yeah.
a pair with hearts.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah.
Like
And-
everyone had the black pair
it-
with the red
yes,
hearts all
yeah.
over
And
them.
it was-
This
way.
is a generational thing.
This
Yeah.
is not
I
a
swear.
true 844-770-3776. Actually, I want to ask you just in general about silk.
Did
so I
you
got a
own
couple.
silk
Gross.
boxers?
No, I want. Did you have silk sheets? Did you own silk boxers? And did you wear a silk T-shirt? Any of
can't.
those things?
I can't.
Never had a silk t-shirt, but
84
silk boxers.
or not
definitely.
T-shirt, button-up shirt. 844-770-3776. Carbon Talk text line list is more. Chime in on your silk usage. I feel like silk has faded away.
No. Silk makes me sweat, but
People still wear silk.
well, okay, so I actually have a PJ set that I really don't like because again, I really just don't like the silk kind of vibe.
Yeah.
However, I bought them because I was like, maybe I should try to look cute when I go to sleep instead of wearing like random shorts and
My
like a
husband's t-shirt.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Like, does he like my Wolverine shirt?
Yeah.
Literally.
1996 Super Bowl Packer champs shirt.
No, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be pretty sweet. But no, so like, I do have a pair that like a pajama set that I really don't enjoy wearing. But I will say, our 17-year-old, his sheets are like that silk material, and he loves it. Like it is so comfy to him, and I'm just like, ugh. I would just sweat.
'cause
Seals
also-
in the flavor.
It makes me think of like.
What'd
if
you say?
Seals in the flavor. They don't breathe very well.
Yeah, they're not. Their silk sheets are horrible. But also, like, if you have like silk sheets and you're wearing silk pajamas, I feel like you're gonna slide right off. You're gonna jump into bed and slide right out the other side.
That was
Like a
like
slip
a
and slide.
bit, I feel like, from a movie. Can't
Oh,
remember
someone
which one.
jumping
Where
in the-
someone jumped into his, with silk boxers on, into his silk sheets and just whoop, like a slip and slide right off the edge.
Right. I mean, it's I feel like that's exactly what was gonna happen. I don't know. It's weird. Silk was a thing. I definitely had like. I might even have a senior photo, or whatever. Like silk was a thing for a bit. So like I had a silk button-up shirt for like.
Does the photo still exist?
How debonair.
I mean, not to you guys, it doesn't
Oh,
exist.
come on.
I
The
wish it would exist.
people want to see it, Jim. Come
Yeah.
on.
People like me. Bryson Stoughton chimes in. Definitely had silk boxers in middle school and the silk dress shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the
it
silk
was.
boxers were, everybody had to have a pair
And
at
then
some
silk
point.
sheets were a thing for a little bit. I remember maybe get invited over for a sleepover, and maybe as an adult,
Yeah.
and they might have silk sheets, and you were like, "Oh, okay," and then you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sticking to these sheets."
Yeah.
The static electricity on them.
yeah, yeah. And if you happen to, I don't know, let's put it like this: if you're a warm sleeper and you got sweaty in bed, then the silk sheets like stick
Cling to you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's why I would never have them.
Fair enough.
I sleep hot. And I know you do too, right? That's why you don't like to spoon.
100%. First of all, I don't know how you know that.
What?
Just want to clarify that for everybody right now. I have no idea how she knows that.
How do you know that?
I did not.
No cuddling.
I thought we had some.
Yeah.
We carpool together. Now you're cuddling with Matt?
I do not know that from personal
I
experience.
ate your
I know
salad yesterday. And you're
We should go to
cuddling with
break.
Matt?
Oh, man.
We should go to break.
No, Matt has talked about this before,
Yeah,
where his
I'm a
wife
hot
likes
sleeper.
a spoon, and he's like, "No, I don't
Nah.
want to cuddle because it's too damn hot." And
I
I
wanna
feel the
sweat
exact
on her.
same way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that I don't want to sweat on my husband. It's more like, "Ew, just get off me! Don't touch me." We know each other enough. We don't need to touch.
Well, that's the excuse I say. Most of it is like, yeah, don't touch me. I'm trying to sleep here.
Oh, Molly, you and Matt have so much in common.
Yes. Brandon in Tulsa, my calloused heels ended their silk chic era after one night.
Oh God, that just.
You all right over there?
I hate the feeling of like when your feet or something on your body is like dry and it like scrapes against the sheets,
Yeah.
or like if you have like a hangnail on your toes. Oh my God, it is the worst, most disgusting feeling ever. I hate it.
I'm with you on that.
Neoprene, which is like that Under Armour material, blows silk out of the water. Yes.
Yeah.
I would say that that's probably my favorite underwear or shirt wear like material.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the cotton because that like cotton undershirts can kind of end up bunching up or just they wear out much quicker than the other that kind of material.
Also will stick to you.
Yes. All right. 844-770-3776. You can continue to chime in on what silk items you owned, whether it was a shirt, boxers, or sheets. I think that's
Give us the print because I saw a lot. I definitely saw a lot of the Marvin the Martian or silk boxer print when I was a kid.
why were you seeing a lot of Marvin the Martian?
Well, you're at the store,
Oh, okay.
and you're trying to pick out the black ones with the hearts on it, the ones that everyone had, the cool ones, and then there was Marvin the Martian on one.
Gotcha. All right. Canopy Wealth Management, their balanced approach helps guide families through a complex, ever-changing landscape of fashion. They create a personalized wealth management experience with you. Care, competence, and clarity is not just a tagline. At Canopy Wealth Management, it is who they are. Go to canopy-wealth.com today. That's canopy-wealth.com. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What is going on with the hair right now? Oh my God.
What's wrong with it?
Flock of Seagulls type haircut here. Ryan.
He looks fully like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know that cartoon.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Do you
my
think you're
gosh.
as jacked as him?
No.
Oh.
No, Johnny Bravo is all upper body. He skipped leg day, though, and I don't do that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips, get personalized parlays built just for you, and with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Welcome to
Only Murders in the Building.
The official podcast.
Join me, Michael Cyril Creighton, as we go behind the scenes with some of the amazing actors, writers, and crew from season 5.
The audience should never stop suspecting anything.
How can you not be funny crawling around on a coffin? No, that's true.
Catch Only Murders in the Building official podcast, premiering September 9th wherever you get your podcasts. And watch Only Murders in the Building, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
We shopped at Chalmers because my husband wanted to get me a larger diamond in my engagement ring.
The folks at Chalmers said, well, we could just make it like this and we could do these things. Really just basically decided that there wasn't any place else we wanted to shop.
And not only did they create this new engagement ring for me with this gorgeous center stone, they also rehabbed this other ring, and I am beyond pleased.
Her favorite thing to do now is to walk around and show her hands and have people comment on it.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Cause every time he's gone, I get your call. Slide off of your satin sheets, slip into your long soft
Primetime Orshime coming in hot with, what is this song?
This is Slide Off Your Satin Sheets by Johnny Paycheck.
Did you George Strait?
Know this song?
No, I just
Songs about satin sheets.
I looked up silk sheets, and this was the first thing that came out.
Okay.
Nice.
Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown,
Very
Jim
much.
Rutledge with you in the Everlight Solar Studio. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. None of us are in silk, and none of us are...
That you know of.
that I know
I was
of.
going to say, at least on the top layer.
Yes.
Ryan.
Matt, apparently with X-ray vision, knows lots of people with
Oh,
Marvin
no.
the Martian.
I'm wearing a silk G-string.
There you
Lovely.
go.
844-770-3776. How you get into the
Butts
show. You can look at the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, but you will not see any of our silk. We'll put it like that.
Yeah.
And you can stream it on the ESPN Wisconsin app as well. So Brandon and
Sounds
Tulsa.
like a weird innuendo. You won't see any of my silk.
Brandon and Tulsa chimes in. LOL, Matt LaFleur sleeps in the silkiest of sheets and the silkiest of boxers, which
It's not tight.
got me thinking that I want to play a game in a second. Matt in the greenhouse says, no, I have never worn silk because I want to play slip and slide on a silky sheet bed.
Sounds good. Sounds like great content.
Right. Nobody will be able, our spouses will be fine. Hey, what'd you do today? We had slip and slide. We got a silk bed, silk sheets, and
Slip and slide.
silk. Yeah, a little silk slip and slide.
Silk and slide.
That sounds like an innuendo. A silk slip and slide.
Yes, it does.
No, I've never worn silk because I'm not a 70s pimp. I, too, am not a 70s pimp, but I had, apparently in, middle school, I dressed like one.
Me neither. But, I mean, an ultra-wide collared silk shirt would be pretty cool.
Ultra wide collared.
You know what I mean?
don't even know what the hell
ones
that
where
means.
the point is sharper and it's longer.
Have you ever seen the movie Semi-Pro?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically anything Will Ferrell wears in that movie.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. A real vintage shirt.
Yeah.
Now I have to look up what he
That
wears.
is Matt Hamilton's era right there. That's where he wishes he was.
I would have thrived in
That's
the
what
70s.
Matt is trying to go for.
I would
So-
have thrived
Silk,
in the 70s.
the most popular in ancient Rome, medieval Europe, Renaissance era, 17th and 18th centuries, the 60s and 70s.
And Matt LaFleur's bedroom.
That is neat.
I swear to God there was a 90s little window there where silk was popular, but it's not listed here on Google.
Is that like a Scarface thing? I feel like that was probably popular in like Miami in the 90s.
Scarface
Miami
definitely. Rob, we cannot share that story, but Scarface definitely.
I shot that bull 2 days later.
Had silk sheets. Mm-hmm. All right, let's play our game.
All right, well, I believe it was Brandon in Tulsa who mentioned that Matt LaFleur would definitely be a guy who sleeps in silk sheets. So, guys, what other of the 31 NFL head coaches do you think would have silk sheets? First one on the list, we're going down alphabetically by teams in the NFL. So, Atlanta Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. He is silk sheets guy?
Nah.
Jim?
The defensive coordinator, I feel like silk sheets is more of an offensive guy thing. So I'm going to go no.
All right, what about a special teams guy? John Harbaugh, Baltimore Ravens
Good
head
God, I
coach.
thought you were going to say Rich Bisaccia, and I was like, no way.
He doesn't
No.
seem like the guy who would splurge for like
I feel like
sheets.
he might sleep with no sheets.
Yeah.
Like the Harbaughs are insane.
Yeah,
so.
he sleeps outside, like in the doghouse.
Yeah.
He seems like a flannel sheets guy.
Is that
Fair.
a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah.
great.
Gross.
Oh,
Hot.
they're great in the winter.
How do you sleep like that if you get hot?
Because you just the sheet. It's great in the winter.
Gross. Nope. Count me out.
All right, well, I think this next coach probably follows that same logic. Buffalo Bills head coach Sean McDermott.
He's a flannel sheet guy.
Yeah, he's definitely.
yeah.
He was a wrestler.
He's got
like
that
William
lumberjack
and-
vibe.
Yeah, so let's mix this up and let's kind of pick what kind of sheets they would have.
Cotton and thread count.
Yeah. High thread count. I would say then John Harbaugh's probably just a cotton guy. I think Raheem Morris, though, has got a little bit of sophistication, so I think he'd be a high thread count guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and then next on the list is Carolina Panthers head coach Dave Canales. Do you know?
I don't even
any-
know what he looks like.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
But he's kind
I'll Google him.
of, I think,
The only thing I know about him is that he actually wrote a book about his
He's
history
a
with.
silk sheet guy for sure.
He
All
wrote
right.
a book about his history with alcoholism and how he used to cheat on his wife.
Oh.
okay.
So
Silk,
all right.
He's silk boxers and silk sheets for
Okay.
sure.
What can you describe him for us?
He's actually a very good-looking dude.
like a pretty
chiseled
boy,
face.
kind of like Matt LaFleur.
Kind of
Yeah.
looks like what's Fergie's ex-husband?
No idea.
Fergie's ex-husband. You got Josh Duhamel. Kind of looks like him.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Slightly.
a little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Mixed with yeah, he's good looking.
All right,
Silk
guys.
sheets for sure. Also, I see a picture of his family and all of his kids, so it's really sad. Sorry.
Yeah, it is sad.
Continue.
You should go buy the book.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to support that, but sure.
Another pretty-looking guy is Chicago Bears head coach Ben Johnson. Do we think he wears a silk sheets?
I think
type
he's a
guy?
high thread count guy.
Only
He seems
after
like
they
he
win.
pretends like he doesn't.
Only after they win.
win.
Then he sleeps in the silk sheets.
Is he a silk sheet denier?
Well,
I think,
it's only because
I think
like,
Caleb
sheets are
Williams
higher.
told him about it
Like
when he
he-
got to Chicago, and that's why he's into it.
Oh, okay. Changing the culture.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, guys, we'll keep moving. Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. Silk sheets kind of guy?
I actually do think he's a silk sheet guy.
You think so?
Yeah. Joe Burrow's your quarterback. You're wearing. You got silk sheets.
Joe also introduced Zach
Yes.
Taylor to
Yeah.
some sheets.
All right, next
That's
one,
fair.
guys. Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. Nah.
He seems like he's the guy that goes to Costco and gets like a bulk pack of sheets.
Yeah, I think that's
Doesn't
fine.
even
Yeah.
wash them, just tosses it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so gross.
He's worried about his four
They have
quarterbacks.
all
He
the-
can't think about anything
They have
else.
all the lines in them and everything.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, this one close to home. Last week's opponent for the Green Bay Packers, Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer.
Ooh, you're in Dallas. I could see silk sheets. Like,
Only
Dallas
if
is
Jerry
fancy.
lets him.
But he
He has to ask Daddy first if he can have silk sheets.
You're losing your mind today.
He really is. All right, keep it moving. Denver Broncos head coach Sean Payton.
ooh, he's of an era though.
He is of an
I
era.
actually, you know what? I can see him silk
Yeah.
pajamas, silk sheets.
Heart-shaped bed.
That spins.
Yeah. Tub in his bedroom.
His house is just one of those couples retreats
Yeah,
places.
basically.
In
There's
Denver.
rose petals everywhere.
Yeah, you got like
Gross
the hot tub and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Slide into a
Yeah.
pool. Yeah.
In-ground. No,
Don't say slide.
it's a wooden hot tub, circle and not
yeah.
square.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's the Saturday Night Live skit. My lover and I.
Yes, exactly.
Will Ferrell and that woman are always naked in the tub, and then Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore were usually the couple that would come in. Yeah.
If there's any head coach in the NFL who screams silk sheets, guys, it's Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell. Am I right?
No, Dan
again,
Campbell.
he might be a-
He might be. He's got
He's
a
like
fluff of the
rough.
hay in the
Yeah, I was
flannel
gonna say
when
he
goes
might
to
sleep
sleep.
in the horse barn.
Yeah.
He sleeps in like what are the bags of rice come in like what? Don't they come in like burlap?
Burlap,
He has
yeah.
burlap sheets.
Yeah.
I was thinking if you ever this sounds weird, but if you ever burn your laundry, do you know what I mean? Like if
Yes.
you've ever burnt something and then
Yep.
it fries the material so then it makes it scratchy, that's
Yep.
what his bed is made
Yeah.
out of.
Yeah, his bed's just made of hay. All right, then Green Bay Packers head coach Matt LaFleur.
Silk.
Yeah, he's
silky.
Yeah.
All right, Houston Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans.
I think he's a high thread count guy.
Okay, I can see.
cotton.
I can see silk.
Hold on,
I could
Molly.
too.
What did you say first?
I was just gonna say he has like beautiful skin. Like he's always like glowing.
He's a beautiful man.
He looks like he goes to Carbon and get hydrofacials.
Yeah, I think he's a guy that appreciates the finer things in life, and I understand the thread count. But again, everything's bigger in Texas, so I think you go bigger. Like you go with the silk sheets.
See, I'm thinking Egyptian cotton, high thread count with a silk eye mask. For
Sheets
sleeping.
of Egyptian cotton. Do you guys know that song?
No.
I'll play it now.
Please do.
Okay. And then Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen. I think I said that right.
I don't know what he looks like.
On Indy, they don't even have silk in Indy.
Yeah, I actually think silk's illegal in Indiana.
Yeah,
that's true. All right, guys. Then Jacksonville Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen.
He's silk sheets. Yeah,
silk sheets and Duval.
Fake tough guy Liam Cohen. Yeah,
when
silk sheets. Yeah,
trying to get in a fight with Robert Saleh after a game.
Yeah.
How would that fight go? Do you guys think?
Not well for Liam Cohen.
2 hits.
Side note: Robert Saleh.
Cohen hits the floor.
Robert Saleh. What kind of sheets does he have?
Do you want to tell us what kind of sheets do you imagine he has?
No. I want to know what you guys think.
That's a good question.
I think he puts off flannel, but I think he's a high thread count guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you. I think it's summertime, high thread count, wintertime, he puts the flannel sheets on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next on this list, Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid.
I could see him doing silk.
Yeah, silk. But he doesn't follow the rules because he's eating in bed, too.
Yeah,
so
and he's got like
what is he eating in bed? What is his meal?
What does he do the commercial for? Does he do a commercial for a food place? I thought
Wendy's.
Chicken fingers or something.
Yeah. His fingers that go.
Burgers.
That screams Andy Reid to me.
He definitely like only wears silk boxers with hearts on them,
and then has like a silk robe, and then like just like puts his food on his chest. And
eats it like an otter.
Yeah.
It's just like Tony Soprano. It's just Tony Soprano.
Yeah, we described Tony Soprano, who definitely had silk sheets.
Yes.
All right.
All right, guys. Las Vegas Raiders head coach Pete Carroll.
Oh, silk sheets. This guy's 70s class. He's old as hell. Like,
he is old.
Yeah. Silk sheets is his era.
Okay. Next one, guys. Sticking in California, Los Angeles Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. The photo of Jim Harbaugh on Wikipedia is the goofiest looking photo you'll ever find. Just look up NFL head coaches and scroll down to Jim Harbaugh. He has a smile on his face like the Joker right now.
I would say Jim. What did we say John was in?
No, we said he was like
flannel.
Sleeping on his mattress. Basically.
Yeah, but then we think we went to flannel. I think Jim Harbaugh's flannel 24/7, like every day of the year.
I would say Jim Harbaugh is probably wearing has like a Chargers branded like a kid's bedspread. You know what I mean?
Or khaki. Like
khaki
sheets.
Obviously.
Khaki sheets.
With like a pennant above the bed.
And also the comforter looks like a pocket.
Yeah,
so,
a pocket,
like on your khaki pants,
the back
like
of the pants.
a back pocket.
Sure.
Okay, I can see it. Jim's imagination is running wild.
Pocket.
Yeah,
I can imagine
like a hot pocket.
All right, guys. Next one, staying in L.A. Rams head coach Sean McVay.
I'm gonna say the whole tree. So McVay, Shanahan.
That's where they were.
Kevin O'Connell.
Yes.
All silk, all silky.
All silk all the way.
I think Nick Sirianni comes from that tree, technically.
Philly, I think it's illegal also in Philadelphia to have silk sheets.
You gotta be hard.
I think you gotta have. You can say you could be hard. You gotta have flannel sheets.
Just felt wrong.
Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel.
100%
silk.
100%
all the way. New England Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel.
I'm actually shocked that McDaniel hasn't worn silk on the sidelines. I guess he's in Miami.
Yeah.
They can't get
with
that
like
wet.
the sunglasses that he wears too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But Vrabel's of the Harbaugh, like it's flannel 24/7.
Yeah.
Or the
honestly, Vrabel might sleep
hoodie.
in canvas,
like a cotton, like a sweatshirt, like a sweatshirt sort of thing, like in honor of Belichick. It's like a hoodie.
That's fair.
Sleep in the pocket, like in the.
Stay in the pocket. New Orleans Saints head coach Kellen Moore.
Man, that one's hard. I think he's more of a high thread count guy. But New Orleans screams silk sheets.
It does.
Does it?
Isn't New Orleans hot?
Yeah, but it's also kind of
humid,
gaudy.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
Maybe. Have you seen Mardi Gras?
I've seen Mardi Gras, but it's a little more dingy more than gaudy to me.
I don't think
the
silk
city
sheets,
of New Orleans.
I think silk sheets are both gaudy and dingy.
Okay, that's a fair point. All right.
If I saw someone with silk sheets like in real life, I'd be like, "How old are you?"
I will send you a photo of our teenager's bedroom.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
I will decline that photo.
Okay.
New York Giants head coach Brian Daboll.
Oh, definitely silk sheets.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Daboll tries to be tough on the exterior, but down deep, he's just a big teddy bear that wants.
He's an offensive-minded coach, which
yeah.
again I think lends itself to silk sheets. I'd go with that.
I'm
That's
going
fine.
silk sheets for Daboll.
All right, staying in New York, East Rutherford, New Jersey, technically. Jets head coach Aaron Glenn.
Flannel.
He's probably not
Yeah.
sleeping in any sheets right now.
Flannel, yeah.
Could be the first Jets coach
He
in
does
history to go 0-5.
He could be a high thread count guy though too. You know he's tough, but he's also got like a good, like he's got like a GQ look to him. Like he,
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude.
he's well kept.
Didn't they have like a losing, like an 0 for record? The Jets?
They're 0-4 right now.
No.
Yes.
I'm
There's-
saying in years past. Haven't they gone to fully defeated or no?
No, I think
No?
the Jets
No,
have
the
never
Browns.
they've never had a head coach and the first season of his tenure as head coach go 0-5. So they might
Now
have
we're
had
getting into
some
the-
coaches that got
to the
0-5.
nitty-gritty.
A little bit of a LeBron stat.
A little bit.
In their first year.
Yeah.
Guys, do you think that they allow silk sheets in the city of Pittsburgh? And will
No.
Mike Tomlin use them if they did?
Oh man, no, but he might get the exception. I feel like Tomlin's a silk sheet guy.
He makes the
Yeah.
exception for the entire city of Pittsburgh?
No,
No,
he's the only
just-
one.
just him.
The,
He
the
is
city
the
of
exception.
Pittsburgh makes the exception for him.
Fair enough.
I would agree.
All right, we already got Kyle Shanahan. Seattle Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald.
I would say flannel. It's cold out there.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
rainy.
Rainy all the time.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles.
High
I could
thread?
see.
High thread count.
High threat count.
Yeah. I would agree.
Cotton, okay. Tennessee Titans head coach Brian Callahan.
He's basically sleeping in the dirt. He's
Yeah,
he's got
to find a new bed pretty soon.
Yep.
All right, last one. Washington Commanders head coach Daniel Quinn.
Flannel.
Flannel, yeah.
Also, it's weird that you called him Daniel.
I don't know. I just wanted to throw some pizzazz on it at the end.
So, did we just name every coach that has silk sheets as being soft? Is that what
I
we're
think
saying?
so.
I don't think Shanahan's soft.
You said Mike Tomlin
Yeah,
has silk
yeah,
sheets.
yeah.
Aaron
Fair.
Glenn. Or no, Aaron Glenn was.
So just trying to
other
establish a
little
connection.
wild card, and I'll throw it to you guys, and then we'll get the break here. What coach would be the most likely to sleep in a waterbed?
Oh, gross.
Waterbed coach.
Pete Carroll.
I think Pete Carroll. Again,
Carroll.
the age
It's that-
of an era.
It's that vibe.
Water.
Or Sean Payton.
I could
Yeah.
see it for Andy Reid too, for just some weird reason.
Yeah, but like
True.
the waterbed. But I could see Pete Carroll waterbed
That
with like a
waterbed
lava
would
lamp.
be working overtime.
Just the thought of a waterbed gives me motion sickness.
A lava lamp. I had a waterbed until I moved out.
Ugh, I was very jealous. I
disgusting.
wanted a waterbed so bad when I was a
gross.
kid.
They were all right.
Yeah, well, I was very jealous.
I always wanted one too. My grandma had one for a while, but that's like the only waterbed.
Grandma
Yeah, back in the day
had a waterbed.
when I was like, don't try to make this weird.
No, it's not.
right.
It's
He's
just.
trying to-
I was like 5 probably when she had it. So this was like 20 years ago.
Oh, just, you know,
20 years ago when I was
Grandma
29.
didn't have like a sciatica
Sorry,
issue and
23
needed
years.
a little more firm mattress. Waterbed was good.
Is that what a firm mattress helps with sciatica?
Well, I mean, a soft like a waterbed notoriously had zero support for your back, so you will
Gotcha.
have that.
I think we're breaking down mattresses too much at this point. We should probably.
Yeah.
Just,
Do you think they make waterbeds
Breaking
anymore
down.
though?
For sure.
yeah.
What?
Really?
Chime in
Somewhere.
if you have a waterbed.
You still
We
have a
wanna know.
waterbed, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
And
do
what
want to know.
the hell's wrong with you?
844-770-3776. That's Carl's Talking Text Line. This is more. Tell us if you have a waterbed.
And then
Go-
we'll ask what color your silk boxers are.
How about we go sheets? A little bit less personal.
Less invasive.
Ho Chunk Game in Madison. Maybe you can win some money and buy yourself a big old waterbed. Make yourself a 70s room. Put a mirror on top in the ceiling. Get yourself a lava lamp, some shag carpeting, and waterbed with silk sheets.
Vintage is in.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
I wasn't sure if college was right for me. I worried that it would be too stressful or rigid. but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, the atmosphere is relaxed, and the instructors are friendly and collaborative. It's such a cohesive environment. My advice to others, take a deep breath and go for it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Looking for the perfect pizza meal just for you? Introducing Pizza Hut's new personal pizzas, the Crafted Flats. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Nashville hot chicken and chicken bacon ranch. All just $5 each, all day. The perfect pizza deal for lunch, dinner, or on game days. Order your $5 Crafted Flats at one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Cheer on your UW Whitewater Warhawks football team as they return home to face UW Lacrosse in a top 10 battle this Saturday in Whitewater. This conference opener kicks off at 1 p.m. Make plans to bring the family for Alumni Day and Family Fest at Perkins Stadium. Get tickets now at uwwsports.com. Experience national championship level college football this Saturday when the Warhawks welcome in the Eagles. Kickoff at 1 p.m. Buy your tickets at uwwsports.com. Warhawk football, powered by tradition.
Your seat at the table just got better. Step into the High Limit Room at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. This is true high-limit play. Premium table games tailored for discerning players. Better odds, faster play, and authentic action that sets Hard Rock Casino Rockford apart. Your next hand could be your best yet. Find your edge, play your rhythm, and raise the stakes in the High Limit Room at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
This is Martin Sensaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
I'll wait and see what unfolds. Don't mind what I need, girl. Now I love you so. Na 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 na. Sheets of Egyptian cotton. Na 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 na. Sheets of Egyptian cotton. Na 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 na. Sheets of Egyptian cotton. Na 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 na. Sheets of Egyptian cotton. Motionless rapture.
If you need energy, if you're looking to have more energy, you need to get some ZOA energy. I know that I need it. My twins, they've been sleeping a little bit better, but my toddler comes into my bed every single night, so that disrupts my sleep. So what do you know? I need a ZOA, and I am currently drinking the wild orange flavor. It is absolutely delicious. So if you're looking to pick up some ZOA for yourself, head over to ZOAenergy.com to find where you can get some.
She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. Primetime Morrison behind the glass. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us with the ESPN Wisconsin app. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. This is more. Romeo Doubs, according to Jeremy Fowler from ESPN, has been approached by the Packers. So the subject of a contract extension has been approached with Romeo Doubs from the Green They quasi-extended. I mean, they did extend Christian Watson a year, which is basically kind of gives him a little more time to figure out who he is.
They essentially gave him a fifth-year option.
Yes. And so Romeo Doubs is someone that they might pick up. And is there a world where Romeo Doubs ends up as the number one for the Green Bay Packers?
Isn't he already?
But I mean like a true number one. Not the guy who catches the most passes, but like a true number one.
Classic. Didn't have my mic on as usual. I don't think I don't know if he's definitely like good enough to be like your stereotypical number one. Like I think he will be and could be the most targeted guy. But like when I think number one receiver, I'm thinking like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Like he's not explosive enough to be a true number one.
Right. That's kind of where my head's at. He's just a good and seemingly reliable guy, as long as he doesn't have locker room issues and shows up to practice and doesn't skip practice without telling anybody. But
But is anybody on this team any of those things that you just described? Like obviously, when you think of number one receivers in the league,
I don't know about Golden yet, but there might be some potential there.
Okay, he had a couple clutch moments. I mean, I don't know. I guess.
That fourth down catch was
he had some
clutch.
good moments, but he's obviously not emerging in the same way that Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and all those guys did. But they're also anomalies because they
also really
superstars.
Target them exclusively. You see Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love. Like last game, I think there was like 12 different guys caught a pass from Jordan Love. I don't think if they had like a true number one though, they would probably target them more. So I think Golden could maybe grow into that role, but he's obviously not there yet. He was drafted right around the same time Justin Jefferson was. Not saying he's as good, but like Justin Jefferson wasn't taken like 3 overall. He's taken mid first round.
He was taking the exact same. At the exact same. I think wasn't he 22 or 23?
22 or 23, right around there.
What do you think Romeo Doubs' stats are?
Like for this season?
Yeah, catches, yards, touchdowns.
Well, he for sure had 3 touchdowns in the last game.
He had one more, so maybe 4 in total.
I was going to say 5. Well, yeah. I think he maybe had 1 in that first game. So,
so let's say 4 touchdowns. I bet he's probably got 20 catches.
Yeah, I could get down with that
and
number.
If he's averaging 10 yards a catch, in my eyes, 10 to 15, so right between 200 and 300.
Yeah, I could be good with that. So let's say 250 yards,
4 tutties,
4 touchdowns,
20 catches.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
There's our guest, Jim.
So I'm trying to do something smooth here and try to take my headphones died, and Matt sees me without headphones trying to get away from my desk. He's like, "That's what I got for you, Jim."
I'll look up Romeo Doubs stats this season. Just let me keep filibustering while I find these stats. Okay, so we said about 20 catches for 250 yards,
4 tutties,
4 touchdowns. Okay, so he actually has 13 catches for 179 yards and 4 touchdowns. So we weren't too far off.
Yeah,
a little bit over on the yardage, but that's okay.
And
so he's averaging 13.8 yards per catch.
So we're honestly right on for his yards per catch. We just gave him too many catches.
I actually thought that he had more touchdowns too. I would have said like 5. I thought he had 1 in each game besides the Cleveland Browns game. So
179 yards is like below 50 for receiving yards so far this year. Catches are very low as far as comparison to everyone else as well. The touchdowns,
like 50th.
50th, yes. Yeah. And his receiving he's tied for 72nd in receptions, tied for 52nd in yards, 3rd in touchdowns, and 6th in 66th in average. So honestly, he looks more like his stats look more like James Jones-esque. Mm-hmm. Good receiver, like a really nice number 2.
Red zone target.
Not that big explosive playmaker. Doesn't mean he couldn't be the leading receiver for the Packers, but I think you're still trending that it would be. I mean, it's not going to be Christian Watson because I think he's just too old and too injured at this point to turn into that guy. But I think Golden's probably the next one to look like that.
Can we still say that Tucker Kraft could be a number 1 receiver? No, I mean, it's not a wide receiver,
Tucker
obviously.
Kraft, I think, can definitely be a top 5 tight end, which would make him a pass catcher, playmaker in the the passing game for sure.
The top pass catcher, we're saying they might be the number 1 on our team, but like we're talking like true number 1.
Yeah, Amon St. Brown,
Puka Nacua now at the Rams.
Nacua. Jackson
Devontae Adams,
Smith,
too.
maybe.
They have 2 number 1 receivers in LA.
You know who was really good this year? Was he picked before or after Matthew Golden? Emeka Egbuka.
Before.
He was picked before.
And then who's
Professional receiver.
A professional receiver.
the guy from Arizona who went to
Yep.
Carolina? He's having a heck of a season too.
Tetaroa
Yes.
McMillan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also having a pretty amazing season right now.
Which
So-
those were all guys that I think that the Packers probably would have gone after if they were still available, but they were picked way before.
Yeah, McMillan was picked in the top 10.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
he was
I was
9.
just, it's just it's hard for rookies to pop off. We've talked about this, and again, I thought Matthew Golden will end up as a good player, but
Right.
I think in a normal draft, he's probably a second-round pick.
But this is like a super spread the ball offense too. It seems like you're not. I don't even with all-star number 1. I don't think they're getting some of the volume that some of these other guys get, where they're like
But both those other guys were, I think, were also viewed as top 30 overall prospects, and I don't think Matthew Golden was. He was like the third best receiver, but I don't know if he was viewed as like a top 30, which would be a first-round prospect. He was one of those guys that he's good, and honestly, if he was 6'3", then he's up there.
Yeah.
His size is always going to hold him back a little bit there. All right, you guys got to get out of here because we're going to do Minute to Win It.
Yes.
All right, as they get out of here, I'll give out the phone number so people can get the callers ready. 844-770-3776. That's Carl's Talking Text line. Less is more. All right, Ryan, what is the category?
They close that door so hard every
They did,
time.
yeah.
They really do. So I really want to test them because obviously we like to test them on things that they were just talking about and see if they can remember it or not.
Okay.
We did just name a number of rookie wide receivers and how many passes and yards they've caught so far this year.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really hard to expect them to guess any other than the top 4, honestly. So I don't think that would be fun. One thing we have been talking about this year is Tucker Kraft, though, and if he can be a top receiver and
Well,
top
wait,
10
what about
receiver.
this if we did the top 10 receivers taken over the last 2 drafts?
No.
Really?
No, I can't make that list up just in a moment. I think we can do.
Or in the first round, I guess it wouldn't be 10, but I got you, yeah.
Yeah. What I can do, and I have pulled up right now, is the leading receivers for tight ends currently in the NFL.
Okay.
Tucker Kraft high on that list.
Okay.
We talked about tracking Tucker Kraft's stats throughout the season. I'm curious
So
if Matt
is it
or Molly have
how
done
are we
it.
doing it?
Receiving
Receptions?
yards.
Receiving yards.
Receiving yards for these tight ends.
Okay.
So top 10 receiving tight ends in terms of yards through the first 4 weeks.
There's 2 of them. I feel like 5's an easy, so let's go 5.5. I feel like they should be able to bang out 5.
Yeah, the tight end list is a little bit of a not quite the who's who that it once was. I'll say that.
But I think 5.5 is a fair number.
5.5 is fair. Yeah.
All right, so 5.5 is the number. What callers are we doing?
Let's go callers 6 and 7.
Caller number 6, caller number 7, 844-770-3776. Caller number 6, caller number 7. You're going to enter to win a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Might even be a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 SPN Madison.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Accountability everywhere. Wisconsin football expected to face 3 ranked teams in October. It takes everyone, players and staff, to climb the mountain, according to Barry Alvarez. How Coach would tackle what's ahead?
When you play in some of these games, I tell my coaches, you need to pick your step up. You need to be a little louder. You need to be a little more intense. You've got to get ready to play a top 10 team because the players read the coaches. I'd expect the coaches to pick up their tempo. The players would read that.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like the Village Green, Cahoots Bar, Whatever Bar, and Dot's Tavern.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin icon.
It's all about the Badgers.
The dawn of the Wisconsin Badgers.
We did it better than everybody for 20-some years.
Joined by two of his football legends.
I like all of them, except for quarterback.
I like defensive ends.
Hey,
I really like defensive ends.
Someone didn't like kickers at one point.
The Barry Alvarez Show with Barry Alvarez, Tarek Sala, Derek Engler, and Jesse Nelson. Live from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton every Monday night. Right here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton. Primetime Watershed behind the glass. We're going to get to Minute to Win It in a second. Brought to you by our good friends at North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. 3 great locations in the Madison area. There's one in the Forest that Molly and I went to the other day. There is one in Verona, and there's one in Madison. All great locations. The one in Verona is the one I go to the most, but all 3 locations provide a great family-friendly experience. You also can carry out salads we took back to the office. Were delicious here at the office. Tried them both. They both were good. And the service is fantastic. You can have it catered. You can have it delivered. However you want it, North and South will get it done for you. All right, let's play Minute to Win It.
Will they beat the odds?
I say everything with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
Or crumble under pressure?
I legitimately know one of these. I legitimately have one.
This is the Minute to Win It, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, with 3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
Make me eat.
Molly's sound effects stay undefeated, guys. And so do the receivers for the Green Bay Packers. We were just talking about who could be a true number one.
Many last week.
Well, hold on. No. That's actually not the category this week.
Okay.
I believe it. Also, I don't think that stat was correct, Matt. I don't think 12 different receivers caught a pass, did they?
There's a lot.
Okay. The Packers have 12 receivers?
Yeah, that's
well, Jaden Reed being
people
out.
that catch passes. So there's 2 or 3 running backs. There's 2 tight ends.
Okay, maybe it could have worked then. Well, anyways, that's not the category for today because we're talking about the guy who I think could be a true number one, Tucker Kraft. Where does he compare and stack up to the other tight ends in the NFL right now, guys? Who are the top 10 tight ends in terms of receiving yardage through the first 4 weeks of the NFL season? Your timer starts now.
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride is number 2.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is
You're
number
gonna have to
6.
help me here, my guy. I can't
Just
think
pass, I guess.
Jake Ferguson. He always catches balls.
Jake Ferguson is number 5.
So they got one strike.
Rodgers.
What? Why?
What?
A pass gets you a strike.
She didn't pass.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
Yeah.
said just pass.
She didn't. She stepped up to the
I
moment.
had somebody. Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews not in the top 10, Matt.
Good game the other day.
He's not a tight end. He's a wide receiver.
Right back to the open just then.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Steelers guy. Okay, who's another tight end that's really good?
I feel like you got to pass at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, pass.
Laporta?
Sam Laporta, tight end for the Detroit Lions,
Good one.
is not in the top 10.
And
guys.
Hawkinson hasn't done anything.
That's 3.
That was 3 strikes, yeah.
What? 3? That was
Pass.
only 2.
You'd pass. That's a strike. And Matt got 2 wrong.
Oh, you got 2 wrong? Who'd you get wrong?
He got Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Well, because Travis Kelce stinks, I thought. So
Travis
I didn't want to
Kelce
guess
Catching a
him.
lot of passes, though.
Has he? Oh, was it
Force
just
to
top
him.
pass catchers? Like
It's
top
receiving
catchers?
yards for tight ends.
Oh, I still feel like, I've only seen like 2 of their games.
He's
But,
probably on that list.
He's number 9th.
Yeah.
okay.
182 yards
Again,
total, Travis
the difference
Kelce.
with Kelsey is he's not elite like he used to be, but he's still good.
Yeah.
We didn't guess Tucker Kraft.
No, you did not.
I
How
thought,
many did they get?
I thought it was
He got 3.
receivers ahead of
3.
Tucker Kraft.
I never said ahead.
No, he just said like in the company of
Got you.
like
okay.
the top ones in the league. So that was brutal.
I set the line at 5.5.
Okay.
Probably could have done
I
better.
thought there was 4 or 5. Well, there was usually 4 because if you did Tucker, there would
There
have
are
been 4.
definitely other guys on this list who should have been named. So you
Okay,
guys,
run through them.
you guys got Trey McBride at number 2. Tyler Warren is the current leading
Wouldn't
tight
have
end in the
gotten
NFL.
Don't care. Wouldn't have
Rookie
gotten
for the
it.
Colts. Tucker Kraft is number 3, guys. Tucker
for him.
Kraft.
Well, being as I'm not from Idaho,
Oh, okay.
The number 4 on the list is Brock Bowers, the tight end for the Raiders.
Yeah.
That's a big miss. Jake Ferguson, you guys got. Kyle Pitts. Then it is a little bit of a weird one. Hunter Henry, who I believe is with the Patriots still.
Yeah,
I don't even know who that is.
You know Hunter Henry?
And I don't care if
Fair
he's
enough.
with the Patriots. Sorry. They're
Okay.
irrelevant.
Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper.
Look at Matt just going into his bag all of a sudden.
Good job. Could
Yeah.
you have done this 2 minutes ago?
No,
Thanks.
I know.
Have you guys ever heard the name Juwan Johnson?
No.
Yes, Saints.
Tight end for the Saints, correct.
Couldn't tell you.
Wouldn't have
See,
got
I
that
don't
one.
feel bad about these because I don't know who any of these people are, so it's fine.
I should have got Bowers, and Hunter Henry just eluded me.
Yeah. Travis Kelce was number 9. Molly did not think he was on the list. He was. And then
Yes,
number
I should've said
10 is a guy who I don't know if he exists, and his name sounds like it's a fake name too. Brenton Strange.
Dumb name.
Is he?
Sounds like the name of like a ghost.
It's not Seattle.
Jacksonville. The Jaguars.
Nah, I don't feel bad about the list. Should have gotten Tucker Kraft, should have gotten Brock Bowers, should have guessed Travis Kelce.
So that
That's
would
it.
have put you at
Yes.
Yes.
Otherwise,
So-
everybody else, meh, whatever.
Well, that's like 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Could have quizzed us on baseball. We would have crushed.
10 guys for the Packers. Caught passes.
Gotcha.
10.
It's pretty good. It's close to 12.
3 with 1. Malik Heath, Musgrave, and Chris Brooks, and they had a grand total of 14 yards.
Spread the ball.
So I don't know if that's someone else could have been like Chris Brooks. One seems like one of those pitch forwards. I don't know when he caught it, but for one catch for 1 yard, does not seem like he went anywhere with that. I don't know if that was a dump off. Do you guys even remember him getting the ball?
No.
I do, and I remember it not working.
Realistically, the better spread is they spread it between 7 receivers because Jacobs led the team, Doubs led the team with 6 catches, and they got down to like 2 catches with Wicks. Like that's kind of the more spread. But they were 10 guys who caught the ball for the Packers against the Dallas Cowboys. This is Jim Matt Molly, presented by Coors Light. When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? A local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right. You want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie, and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
Hey, this is Jonathan Blackwell of Wisconsin Badgers basketball. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this year's Sports and Update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. Day 2 of the MLB playoffs are well underway, and your number 1 overall seed, Milwaukee Brewers, await to see who their first opponent will be. Milwaukee is still off until hosting Game 1 of the Divisional Round Series this Saturday, and they'll be facing the winner of the Wild Card Series between the Padres and the Cubs. Game 2 of that series just wrapped up in Chicago, with the Padres taking it 3-0 over the Brewers' division rival. Game 3 of that series will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. You can hear that one on ESPN Radio. Also, watch the game and all of the first-round series games for MLB playoffs on ESPN or ABC. Meanwhile, Saturday's NLDS Game 1 is still TBD, depending on the broadcast schedule for TBS. Regardless, you can hear that Brewers game and every Brewers postseason game right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers. ESPN Radio, as I said, is also your home for October baseball. We got 2 more postseason matchups coming up yet tonight. Catch Red Sox-Yankees Game 2 joined in progress immediately after Jim, Matt, and Molly wraps up coming up here at 6 p.m. Hour 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Matt, you, I don't mean this in a mean way, but you kind of look like your dog.
Moose is a handsome dog. So
you have beautiful
no
dogs.
offense taken.
What is going on with the hair right now? Oh my God.
What's wrong with it?
Flock of Seagulls type haircut here, Ryan.
He looks fully like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know that cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think you're as jacked as him?
No.
Oh.
No, Johnny Bravo is all upper body. He skipped leg day, though, and I don't do that.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light at the Mountains. I believe you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown. Primetime war shine behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. This is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. We have not asked a poll question yet, so I do want to ask this question, and I want to get to some audio from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. But the Packers started the season, their hair on fire, 2-0, both games at Lambeau Field. Carried the momentum from the Detroit victory right through in beating Washington, and actually injured Daniels for a little bit there after that. So Packers came out on fire, looked unbeatable, looked like a true Super Bowl juggernaut. Now they look like kind of who they thought they were going to be before they acquired Micah Parsons. A team that will be in the playoff hunt, and a team that will have a puncher's chance, like a lot of teams, to go to the Super Bowl, but not in the same category as the Lions and the Eagles, teams who have been
they
in that mix.
They dropped to 8 in the NFL from 5 the week before.
So, and that's, and they were at one point 2-1.
I think there were 3 after the second game of the season.
Matt, big power rankings guy, huh?
Yeah. I also heard it on ESPN Radio. 100.5.
And I think they were 6 this last week.
Yep.
Correct.
So are the Packers closer to the 2-0 team that started the season or the 0-1-1 team? 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talking text line. List is more. That's our siding unlimited poll question.
We should just make that 0-2. Not 0-1-1, right?
Don't do that to me. I screwed up 0-2 a couple times yesterday.
Well, sorry. It's just...
I mean, the way
they're basically 0-2.
The way we've been
mind.
talking, they do feel like they're 0-2, and I think as all of us have agreed, they should.
That was a loss.
Does anyone else have
felt
the feeling
like a
that
loss? But at the end of the day, you're not going to lose. You're not losing that much ground. You're losing more ground with an actual loss. So yes, it feels like a loss because it felt like a very winnable game, but I'm not, like, I'm kind of over it now. Like,
how can you be? But like, these are the games that they need to win because, as we've talked about on our show before, they have a lot of hard games later this season, especially towards the end of the season. These are the games that you need to win in order to set yourself up best for success.
That's true. That's true. But again, like, a tie is better than a loss at the end of the day. So, like, I have reconciled with it. I have accepted that was a game that should have been one that wasn't. But it's still way better than taking one in the L column.
Well, okay. I wouldn't say way better. It's slightly better because I have this feeling that this thing could end up biting them in the butt, seeding-wise. Not playoff. I think they'll make the playoffs.
But you're right. But there's definitely seeding implications with a tie.
You don't need to polish this turd. It was a turd. They went to Dallas and went to Dallas and tied a inferior team.
100%.
A team that was
and I don't
reeling.
disagree with that.
A team that the middling Chicago Bears beat the snot out of. A team that the middling Giants put up the same amount of points against. The team that the middling Giants and the bench Russell Wilson put up more yards passing against. It's a team that Philadelphia beat. Oh, by the way, Cleveland got housed by Detroit the next game after you played them. They benched their quarterback that beat you. So there is plenty of reason to be optimistic about the Green Bay Packers, but there's plenty of reason to be looking at this eyes wide open. And you're a big vibes guy. Going into the bye after that tie is not good vibes.
That's true. That's true. But, like, again, sitting and I hope no one's like sitting there dwelling on it. It's like they need to Bill Belichick and go on to Cincinnati.
Well, how much do you dwell and how much do you move on? Because this team was way overconfident after the first 2 wins.
Right. I think you appreciate that you tied an inferior team. You look at what mistakes were made and how to clean it up, and then you got to move forward because you can't let Dallas beat you again. Oh, not beat you again, but you can't allow that kind of mentality to roll through this bye week and into Cincinnati.
Kind of in the same way that we talk about the Badgers with Alabama. Don't let Alabama beat you 15 times this season or however many games they have. 10 more times.
Who do the Packers have next?
Bengals.
The Bengals.
At home.
And that's why I was pulling the Bill Belichick.
So again, that's a good get-right game,
Yes.
but also that's the way that we've approached the last 2 weeks. At least I feel like it's been approached that way, is that these are get-right games, and then what do? They get it wrong.
If they lose to Cincinnati, somebody's getting fired.
Yeah, for sure.
Rich Bisaccia.
I mean, but man, Jake Browning looked so terrible on Monday night.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's why if they lost to them, someone's getting fired.
It was an awful game to watch.
For what it's worth, Carson Wentz leading the Minnesota Vikings. They put up 48-10. Also, I believe that 2 of those touchdowns came from the defense on the side of that way. But
yes, Isaiah Rodgers had one of the best defensive game players
in history.
Yeah, like the best game since Reggie White.
Yes.
Essentially.
But so yes, if this defense doesn't show up and if the offense doesn't show up against the Bengals, there's real problems. If the special teams doesn't show up against the Bengals, there's real problems. And cause for concern.
844-770-3776. That's Carlos Talking Text line. List is more. Carter chimes in 0-0 week off, fresh start, hair even more on fire. Possibly.
But also not under Matt LaFleur. They notoriously come back after bye weeks and mini bye weeks looking a little lackadaisical.
It's not tight.
I mean, again, there are, I would say, endemic problems with the entire organization if they go out and look flat or bad against.
Especially considering they're at home.
Yes, against the Bengals. Yeah, absolutely. That would be very, very bad. So
I agree, though. Like that might be a little bit wish casting, but I really want them to feel like 0-0, new record. The only thing that matters is at the end of the week, are we 1-0, and come out with your hair on fire, full of pea and vinegar, and just do what you need to do against the Bengals. Do what everyone expects you to do.
I agree, and I think they will do that, but I think there's now fair for the fans to question what's going on. So, and I think that's where it gets a little bit harder to figure out what this team is, because now they look like the same team that they've been, and maybe they're slightly better, but they needed to get more than slightly better, because they may have just, adding Micah Parsons now looks more of like, hey, they finally did the one move that they needed to do. That maybe Minnesota's fallen off, but Detroit added some players. They lost some players, but all of a sudden their offensive line's played a few games together. So their offensive line looks better. They held Cleveland's defense, which is a very good defense, in check. They've added players. They have young guys in St. Brown and Williams and Gibbs who are only getting better, and Laporta. So They, too, are a team that can get better in the margins. They didn't add a guy like Micah Parsons, but you had a pretty big gap to fill. So if we're going to tell the story about the Packers being the third or second best team in all of football, second best team in the NFC, we also then have to tell the flip side when they're 0-1-1 that, oh, wait, maybe that was the aberration. It's clearly somewhere in the middle, but I think they're closer. Right now, they look closer to the team they were last year than the team that they were 2-0.
Yeah. Yes. After the last two, I would agree.
Because the offensive line looks bad. Now, I don't know.
There's reason for them to look bad,
they'll get healthier,
too.
but there's no guarantee on that.
Right.
And offensive line health or health in general is always something that comes and goes.
Yeah. I guess I'm more concerned about the defense in the fact that they looked like the old Joe Barry defense against the Cowboys, who had a depleted offensive line as well. Yeah. Like, are they going to get figured out? I know we've talked about it with Jordan Love, that it's like him and the offense can get figured out, which they have been figured out in the past. Now is the defense going to get figured out? And that's what concerns me. Are people just going to take whatever formula worked against when the Packers took on the Cowboys? Are they just going to take on that formula and then they're going to be able to stop them, shut them down?
Avoid Micah at all costs?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what the Cowboys did.
Make Rashawn and Lucas beat you.
Yeah.
844-770-3776. It's Carbus Talk text line. This is more. You can chime in on the Siding Limited poll question. The Packers closer to the 2-0 team that started the season or the 0-1-1 team of the last 2 weeks. Molly, tell us about Madison College.
Oh, let me tell you about Madison College. They have over 200 programs to choose from across 11 areas of study that includes associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, and even apprenticeships. And the best part is that it's the lowest cost per credit tuition in the region. More than 100 programs are fully eligible for financial aid, including Pell Grants. So whether you're starting fresh or building on your skills, you can do it affordably at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu today. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What is going on with the hair right now? Oh, my God.
What's wrong with it?
Flock of Seagulls type haircut here. Ryan.
He looks fully like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know that cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think you're as jacked as him?
No.
Oh.
No, Johnny Bravo is all upper body. He skipped leg day, though, and I don't do that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Bud Light's impactful initiative with Folds of Honor. This fall, Bud Light and Folds of Honor need your help to highlight the stories of those who gave their all in service of our country. If you know the family of a fallen or wounded veteran or first responder, then submit their story to be recognized by Kyle Brust and Nortman. Now through the week of Veterans Day, November 11th, submit the story of a service member for their family's chance to be featured on the air along with a Milwaukee basketball weekend experience. Text HONOR to 844-770-3776 and honor the families of those who've kept our family safe.
Attention business owners and executives. Looking for a bank that's invested in your community as you are? Look no further than Starion Bank. As a Dane County community bank, Starion offers competitive deposit and loan rates while actively supporting local initiatives. Visit a business banker at one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, and Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, full-service business banking, lending, and cash management.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get house.
Played like a pro but felt like an amateur? Twisted your ankle or jammed a finger under the Friday night lights? At Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin, their Saturday Sports Injury Clinic has you covered. Skip the emergency room circus, dodge the waiting room sitcom, and get expert care from the pros who actually know sports injuries. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Walk into their location off the Beltline and get back in the game. Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin, your comeback starts here.
Bike crash? Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends.
Jim, Matt, Molly, presented by Coors Light, continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton. Primetime Orshon behind the glass. Don't forget to be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And let's get to throwing stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, so I actually have a stone to throw today.
Okay.
At you three. For this entire time, we've gone through 5 segments of a show. I've spent an entire day with you guys in the office. And not once have you guys congratulated me, said thank you, said well done on my amazing graphic design skills of the side-by-side matchup of Matt
You made
Hamilton.
that?
Well, see what it is I told ChatGPT to make it for me.
Okay.
AI. Did a pretty good job of putting a pair of aviator sunglasses on Matt Hamilton's face from yesterday. You can see it now on the ESPN Madison
Honestly, I
YouTube
thought he
stream.
put those on himself, so good job on the AI.
You thought that was real?
I was like, when did this dork put on sunglasses during the
I also
show?
wondered when I put on sunglasses.
I was like, that's so convincing.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, guys, is that it actually did take me quite a while to do this because for some reason, ChatGPT, unless you give it very specific directions, still isn't the most reliable. And I don't know if I trust it totally because here is the final image that you can see now of Matt Hamilton.
On the ESPN Madison YouTube stream.
On the ESPN
yeah.
Madison YouTube stream, his sunglasses on his face.
Yeah, so they have Ryan superimposed sunglasses. It looks pretty real on Matt Hamilton's face.
That version does look real because now you see the previous version of what Matt Hamilton's face looked like, where he looked like Zach Galifianakis' older brother, maybe?
Yeah, why did they change so much about him?
I don't know. I never once told ChatGPT to do that. That's just what it did.
He gained a couple pounds now.
He did. That looked like Matt Hamilton.
I'm bulking, Molly. Leave me alone.
It's bulking season, baby.
Bulking season indeed. And then this was the second version after that, where it completely misconstrued Matt Hamilton's
That looks like
mustache.
when Matt used to put stickers of sunglasses on everything.
Yes, it also looks like it's squeezing Matt's head. Like his temple is getting squeezed tight.
So that's what I was going to ask you guys. At this point, when it comes to like ChatGPT, AI, like how much do you really trust it at this point? Like, how much can you rely on it to do anything you need in your life? Because it feels like that's where we're heading towards.
I use it now in place of Google.
Okay.
I use it pretty regularly. I don't have it create images per se, but I have it help me write commercial copy. I have it like, hey, what are the second half stats for Jordan Love so far? And sometimes it can't give them to me, but it's better than Google. At this point, Google seems like it's a VHS tape.
See, that's the funny thing. The other day on Monday, after the Packers tied against the Cowboys, I wanted to know how many times have the Packers won under Matt LaFleur when they've scored over 30 points. And for some reason, ChatGPT itself couldn't even tell me in the 6 years how many times they've won when scoring that many points.
So I asked this question earlier in the show. I never got to it. What are the league average numbers for QBs for QBs, completion percentage, yards, TDs, and interceptions? What do you guys think about this? 64.5% for completion percentage, 180 yards per game, which is about 3,100 yards. This is as of 2023. So 3,100 some yards, and then it would be about 24 touchdowns. And then this has about 12 interceptions.
That seems about average. I would believe that.
That's close. That's close enough.
So who do you think's wrong more often? Just everyday people or ChatGPT at this point?
Oh, everyday people. Everyday people are idiots.
Yeah.
Because everyday people are the ones that believe these AI images they see online. Not the one of Matt. Like
the one where you guys thought Matt Hamilton put on sunglasses yesterday.
But I mean, like, there are...
I didn't. I knew that was fake. Because I actually pay attention during our show, too.
On Facebook, one of my dad's friends I'm friends with, there's like an AI video of a bird like swooping down and taking a lion cub, and then the lioness like catching it. I was like, it's the fakest thing I've ever seen. And he's like, wow, nature's so cool.
There was another one.
Like, there are some that I like have to wait until the end.
I don't trust people at all anymore.
Well, there's some that I have to wait until the end, and then I'm like, oh, damn, that's fake. But like this whole time it had me.
Is that the dumbest people when it comes to AI? Because there's another...
but also you got to think of what the demographic is. It's older people. They're not going to
So
think
you're agreeing with me. I said when it comes to
I'm
AI...
not saying they're dumb.
Yeah, that's...
When it comes to AI...
They're more ignorant, I would say, than dumb.
Because there's another one that went around. It looks like a Simpsons episode, but it's a dog, like a golden retriever, saving this girl out of the water, like in the river or whatever, and like it picks her up and throws her on the back. And let alone the fact the whole video looks fake. Who's shooting this video and not saving their child? Would be the other question you would ask.
Have you guys seen the videos of like
someone else's child?
But they're like, everyone on Facebook. Oh my God, this is so amazing! What a good doggy! Wow, what a sweet idiots!
Have you guys seen the videos of people taking videos of their toddlers and then making it look like they're talking to their parents?
No, but I've seen the ones of babies that are like
having conversations.
Yes. Or it's like a baby that's like, my parents are too broke, like send me back to where I came from. Kind of thing. Like they're so funny.
The baby AI videos are very uncomfortable, but they can be funny.
They're funny.
I don't know.
I enjoy the like, hey, for every like of this, I'll make so and so's head bigger. Like those are kind of fun. I've seen those on
yes, Joe Buck's a big one for that.
Yeah,
Joe Buck on TV.
I will say my experience with AI is I basically just go with whatever Google's AI is because it gives you like the auto-generated answer.
I feel like that's the worst one.
It might be, but like I don't really go into ChatGPT.
I downloaded the app. It's been great. It's helped me with work. Helped me figure out questions.
Maybe I should. Maybe I'll.
Because here's
dip my toe in the AI pool.
Good or bad, Matt. It learns you, so then it'll start.
See, I don't want that.
Why? Your Instagram knows you, your Twitter knows you, your YouTube knows you. Every single thing that you touch on your phone knows you.
So, because here's the thing, you'll ask and it'll be like, if I ask it a question, like I'm trying to think of an example that's not like too personal. If I ask a question like, "Hey, what are some coping mechanisms for something like this?" and they'll be like, "Well, you're a sports fan. Here are some sports-themed coping mechanisms." Or what's the side effect of? But like, and then it'll ask you, "Do you like these?" And it'll be like,
yes, that's true.
And then it'll be like, okay, no, I don't like.
It does ask you thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yes, it'll ask that question, or like
it's just trying to make your life easier, Ryan.
You could go like with Carver World Health. You could obviously talk to Destin Rodriguez and you ask some questions about semaglutide. You could follow up. He's not always available. You could ask the question, "Hey, I'm feeling X. Is this a common side effect of semaglutide?"
Ooh, that could get dangerous. That's like a Google doctor. Yeah, like when all of a sudden you start Googling something, you're like, oh boy, I have cancer.
But again, it's more advanced.
I have 6 months to live.
It's far, like the answers are far more like, Well, that could be a possible side effect. These other things could be there. But then later on, when you're asking questions of like, hey, I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Do I have cancer? It will go, no, you're on semaglutide. I mean, you probably would remember, but that would be an example of like, no, you're on semaglutide.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably.
Forgot about that.
But it's like, that's probably more likely this scenario. So like, because it learns if you tell it about yourself, it learns so it can kind of help solve some of those things.
I get it. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, it's the way of the world. You gotta accept it, or you gotta.
Honestly,
you're gonna get left behind.
Adapt or lay down, right?
What I don't like, honestly,
lay down.
Ryan's gonna lay down.
Well, I mean, there's another phrase, but it's a little harsh, so I'm just gonna say lay down.
Is it appropriate?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
So-
adapt or die is the phrase.
Oh,
So
I
I
don't
would
want to tell
say,
Ryan to do
that's
that.
not what I thought when he said lay down.
That's not what I thought either.
I thought it involved a verb.
Am I getting in some silk sheets?
Or a khaki pocket.
That's where my mind went too.
Didn't like that one.
That's
Matt
not
doesn't
I
know what
meant,
we're talking
guys. I
about,
have
but it's
no
okay.
idea what you're talking about. You've
So-
never. Okay, never mind.
Honestly, the scariest thing about AI though is, have you seen that if you're near one of those like the electric bill for people around those data centers is going up like 200%.
There's one being built in Beaver Dam.
Great, their electric bill is going to skyrocket because those data centers suck electricity, and now electricity companies are now trying to get states to pass laws so they'll be able to control your thermostat to adjust it to help with.
I don't.
Nobody's
like that.
messing with my thermostat.
So right, here's the
63
thing.
degrees
No,
or
so I- so-
wow, lay
so-
down.
So I do that. But
65,
right now they give me like, I forget the number is. It's like maybe a total of like $100 a year. They're like, hey, can we just adjust it for when the grid is full? We'll just turn your heat, and it's based off when you're there, or whatever, because it walks by and sees it. So like, hey, if you're not normally home and our grid's a little full, can we turn it up? We'll turn it back down. And if you give them permission now, they'll give you like a Visa gift card or whatever.
Great.
But what do I care if I'm not home? Like, sure, go ahead.
Free money.
But it's better than the alternative if they're just going to do it.
So now they just control the heat in your home?
Some states are trying to pass laws where they'd be able to control the AC more than the heat. The AC is more of an issue than the heat. And also AC can fluctuate more than heat. Like, you have to be hot. You don't have to be cool. Obviously at certain levels, 100 degrees is different, but like
Cool.
If it's
I don't
negative,
like that.
if it's negative, you don't have to like it.
I'm a warm sleeper.
That is the more likely scenario, is that AI is going to continue to destroy grids because it takes up so much electricity to actually run these AI servers.
Data centers, yeah.
Beep boop bop bop beep.
So the end of the world's coming, but you know what? I don't know.
At least
You
we
won't
have,
even be comfortable for
at
it.
least we have
'cause
a
they-
way of putting sunglasses on Matt Hamilton.
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm so happy that my electric bill is going to go up.
At this
because of
point,
that.
I say let's just do Jurassic Park and see what happens. Could be better than some of the things going on. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Brandon in Tulsa, my calloused heels ended their silk chic era after one night.
Oh, God. That just,
You all right over there?
I hate the feeling of like when your feet or something on your body is like dry and it like scrapes against the sheets,
Yeah.
or like if you have like a hangnail on your toes. Oh my God. It is the worst, most disgusting feeling ever. I hate it.
I'm with you on that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This station has conducted a test of the emergency alert system.
Start your career where the road to success is paved in coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. We're now hiring crew members and hourly shift leaders at our locally owned locations. Dunkin' offers flexible schedules, employee discounts, health and dental benefits, and paid time off. Plus, bolster your resume with our own leadership training program and even scholarship opportunities. Up to $1,500 per semester. Text Team Spirit to 85000 or visit teamtmart.com/careers to apply. Dunkin', America runs on you.
I really struggled with choosing a career path. I had so many interests and couldn't decide what to do. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I'm figuring it all out and making friends and connections along the way. Coming here is the best decision I ever made. My advice to others? Just take the first step. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here. Football season is here, and I've got to tell you, Prize Picks has made every game more fun for me. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made simple. Just pick more or less on at least 2-player projections, like Josh Allen's passing yards or Saquon Barkley finding the end zone, and you're in the game. I love how quick and easy it is. I can set a lineup in less than a minute, and I even get the option to stack a single player across different stats. Want to play it safe? Go with Flex Play. Want the big payout? Try Power Play. And no matter how you play, Prize Picks makes it fun all season long. Withdrawals are fast and secure with Apple Pay, Venmo, and more. And that's why millions of fans, including myself, are already on America's #1 fantasy sports app. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI for $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 play. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Green Bay Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, Jim Rutledge.
Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer
Matt Hamilton. Help me out. Who is that?
Wisconsin football analyst.
You know what? It feels like Molly's the only one that's being sincere about that. So, Molly, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. We're thrilled to be joined by Packer Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher, Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown, Primetime Lorsheim behind the glass. You can get into the show 844-770-3776. That's Carl's Talk text line. List is more. You also can chime in on the Siding Limited poll question. Are the Packers closer to the 2-0 team that started the season or the 0-1-1 team? And you can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Mark, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Jim. How are you?
I am fantastic. It's nice fall, right? October fall day, right? And it's
not even
85 degrees.
I don't even. It's not fall. It's summer.
I know. I was kidding. It's. I kind of wish it was 10 degrees cooler. I'd be fine with. But
I typically love. I mean, fall weather's the best.
Yep.
Shorts, sweatshirt. It's been too hot. I know people are going to think I'm crazy to say that, but I'm good, man. Let's get the leaves changing. Let's get a little crisp air, and let's get moving with fall.
Yeah, I mean, if I could just kind of be in that 55 to 75 all year is kind of my sweet spot. A little fluctuation. That's where I'd like to be, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think 75 might be a little bit warm.
Okay.
75 for summer is great. I think if you're in the 50s, low 60s, that's where I like living. That's where I like being.
So Ryan's working on getting some audio up here from Matt LaFleur talking about the end of the game for the Green Bay Packers. And Ryan has it right. And I know you've heard this before, but so our fans can. I wanted to get your reaction and then see if you've been in a moment like this where it does feel like a car crash and something's happening you can't control on the football field. Let's hear it from Matt LaFleur.
It was like watching a slow motion car crash in front of your face where I'm just looking at the clock. I'm like, oh my God, there's going to be no time left. It's a very humbling experience to go through that. And it's unacceptable, quite honestly. And there's nothing we can do about it now other than we better learn from it, everybody. I'm sure it'll be a teach tape for around the league, to be honest with you.
So what was the teach tape around the league and disappointment in LaFleur's voice was pretty telling, but what was your takeaway from those comments?
Yeah, he's really honest. And I think there's a point, I think you love that when you hear from your coach, but there's also times, you don't want to always spill everything when you're in that position. But I don't think if he had said, no, we executed that exactly how we wanted, you'd think, well, why are you coaching then? So I thought I liked the fact that he kind of gave you some insight into what happened, and hopefully it won't happen again because, I've been saying all week that this was such a unique circumstance. The fact that you had 3 different variables, typically you win or lose. You're not playing for a tie, and you're not playing to have to give the ball back. If you score in an overtime, you've always kind of thought you're going to win. So I understand it, and I said the fact that Jordan threw that check down and got tackled in bounds, that was the play that really set this off because now you can't go up and spike it. You can't really go up and run a play because if you catch something in the middle of the field, you're going to get beat because you're not going to have time to get out there and kick the field goal. So it was I think that would be the first thing was on second down with no timeouts and that amount of time left on the clock. You can't throw the ball in bounds. You have to figure something out. And so there's a lot of things to learn. And I think Matt LaFleur, you just listening to him there, he understands that he's obviously disappointed. And everybody else in the NFL, I promise you, I remember you talk about teach tape. I remember the Eagles way back in the day. It was Bryant Westbrook and John Runyon. They had busted a long run, and they could have went up 8 had they kicked the extra point. And they pulled up, and he had him slide down. And every coach, I bet, taught their guys about that, where you don't go into the end zone, you just take it, you kneel it out, you win the game. And that stuff does happen, and unfortunately I think Matt is not real pleased that something his staff and his team did is going to be some teach tape that is not in a positive light.
Yeah, that was actually the first time I heard teach tape, and I was going to ask you if there was any teach tape that stood out to you, so thanks for just getting to it. Our poll question this week or today is, are the Packers closer to the team that started 2-0 or the team that's gone 0-1-1 the last 2 weeks? How do you feel about that?
So, you're obviously as good as what your record says you are. In the last 2 weeks, they're 0-1-1. So you could make that claim. I firmly believe watching that game and doing the post-game show, I was shocked. I couldn't believe that this defense with Micah Parsons against his old team gave up 40 points. I couldn't believe it, and I don't believe we'll see that again. Now, whether or not that happens, if this defense is what it was on Sunday, yeah, we're going to be like we are. This is the team we are, and I think it's going to be closer to what last year's team was, if that is indeed what we're doing defensively, because I think defensively is where we're going to live. We need to be better than what we just saw, but that's the last image that I have of them. I do believe it's closer to the 2-0 than the 0-1-1, but it's hard for me to really sell that because I'm still just completely dumbfounded that we would give up that many points against a team that was missing its best wide receiver and 2 of its offensive line.
Tauscher, there was reports today that the Packers have broached the idea of a contract extension with Romeo Doubs.
Molly, I saw that. How do you think they came up with the term broach?
I don't know. I was just reading it, and I was like, can I think of another way to say broached without using the word broached?
Opened or, started thinking about.
They've approached the idea. I don't love it. When I think of a brooch, I think of Golden Girls. I know I don't watch Golden Girls, but that's Jim's favorite show, and I just think of a brooch of an old lady thing that they put on their jacket.
Yeah, a brooch.
Anyways, do you think that this team could actually have Romeo Doubs be the number one wide receiver? I mean, obviously last week he was the number one wide receiver, but like, if this offense is going to be as successful as we want them to be, Romeo Doubs is the number one receiver. I don't know.
You're meh on it?
Yeah, like he's not, we can all agree, he's not Justin Jefferson, he's not Jamar Chase, he's not Puka Nacua, he's not Devontae Adams. Like, he's none of those guys. He's not that caliber player.
Yeah, and let's be honest, too. You can broach conversation topics and contract talks. He is not going to get that kind of money. I think the idea that he had 3 touchdowns and, he's been very good. Jordan obviously trusts him. I think if he does re-sign with Green Bay, it's going to be on Green Bay's terms, not on his. And if that is something that he's intrigued to do, so be it. That'd be great. But Matthew Golden is going to be the number one wide receiver moving forward. I don't envision Romeo Doubs ever being paid anything close to being, what is a number one receiver? The low 30s, mid 30s?
Yeah.
All the way up to 40.
Yeah.
I don't see any world. I don't care broach, non-broach. I don't think there's going to be any conversation where they're going to get into the mid-30s on any contract extension with Romeo Doubs. And at that point, does Romeo just play it and play the season out? Who knows? But he obviously has bounced back in a nice way from what happened last season. But I just have a hard time believing that the Green Bay Packers and Brian Gutekunst are going to just say, well, that's water under the bridge. You can forgive, but I don't think you ever forget when you have a scenario that played out last year with Romeo. I think that's going to constantly be an anchor around any of his broaching that they might be having.
Some situational football stuff kind of weirdly cropped up with Jordan Love. He threw the interception in the fourth quarter against Cleveland. Took the sack, which, at the end of the half, obviously ended up fumbling it. But again, I'm sure there's rules there that's, do not let yourself get close to being sacked at the end of the half. That flipped momentum in the Dallas game. Then obviously at the end of the game, Matt LaFleur talked about the O-zone, out of bounds or in the end zone, and he checked it down, and that kind of messed up the clock a little bit. And then obviously LaFleur talked about the car crash thing. Do you think there's conversations between LaFleur and Love about situational football, kind of a refresher, or do you think this is just a weird blip?
No, I would hope so. I mean, that's the whole thing about learning from stuff. If you don't have a conversation and figure out, what should I have done? How should your mindset? And again, I do think that was such a unique circumstance. If that was the end of a half, I think the end of the first half to me was more egregious than what we saw in the overtime because of how that played out. But yeah, I would think Matt LaFleur is going to constantly be talking to Jordan and to everybody about this is what we need to do. There is, just another example. There is an old play where in that situation, let's say you get up and you run a play and you go across the middle and you get set up for a field goal. You don't get the first down. You have to make sure your tight end or whoever catches that ball takes a knee, hands it to the ref. Everybody sprints up. That's what this is all about, is just understanding what the situation needs and make sure everybody is on the same page. And Jordan needs to be the leader of how that goes. And Matt also has to have the foresight to see that this is unwinding, because you can see that there might be a car crash. You could see somebody flying on a red light, and if you see it, you'll hit your brakes and you'll let that fly by. Nobody wants to get T-boned again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, straight up, do you think that Matt LaFleur trusts Jordan Love?
Sure. I mean, if he didn't, Molly, do you let him go and throw the football at the end of the first half the way they did and the way he calls timeouts to get the ball back for Jordan? He has him throwing on 3rd and 3 against Cleveland when he never should have. Mm-hmm. I think he might actually trust him too much.
But do you think that the way that he played the game in overtime, do you think that he maybe had it in his mind, I'm not going to let Jordan lose this game in the same way that he lost the Cleveland game?
I don't think so, but I mean, I can understand why you asked that, because you make the first play of that sequence where you threw it to Golden and you got drilled. Sounds like he had something dialed up that was going to be a touchdown the next time, but Dallas switched coverage, and so I think he implicitly trusts Jordan Love. Probably, maybe even to the point where it's for a guy that's only in his 3rd year as a starter, maybe almost too much. But I love the fact that he does, and Jordan needs to continue to grow from some of these experiences that maybe haven't went the way he wants, because this was something, and I don't love giving Jason a ton of credit. I love busting his chops. But there was something in one of these, what do they call those, Jim, where you're listening, and it's like, listen to Wilde and Tauscher, and there's a clip that comes across, and it goes back to commercial when it's not our show.
Promo, yeah.
Show promo, yeah. There you go. Thanks, Molly. And it was basically I said, well, Aaron Rodgers wouldn't make that throw that he did, that Charlie checked down and then put yourself in that third down. And he said, well, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, the 4-time MVP, wouldn't. But Aaron Rodgers, the third-year starter, might have. And that gives you a great idea and perspective, because we all just think, snap your fingers, he should be playing at this high a level. And understanding there's still a lot of experiences and growth and things that come up on a football field that, talking to any old player, we all have memories that, we can't remember what we had for lunch, but we can tell you what happened on Scat 2XY Hook 2005 in the Metrodome. Like, that's just how this goes. You figure that out, and that's the memory bank that you can kind of look back at. And Jordan is still growing his memory bank.
But I just want to ask a follow-up to that. Would third-year Aaron Rodgers, and you played with him then, would third-year Aaron Rodgers run the game at the end of overtime in the same way that Jordan Love it, or would he have the sensibility to control that offense and get them into formation and get them going and saying, this is what we need to do?
I mean, you would hope that it would be, obviously you can go back and look at the playoff run and what he did. It was unbelievable. But in the same respect, I would have said he would never make that throw that Jordan did against Cleveland. And then somebody sends me a clip of the same season, his third season as a starter. He made a throw, probably not as bad, but across the middle late against Washington that cost us the game back in D.C. So, yeah, I mean, you could say no. The odds are, I mean, Aaron, we all know he was very adamant about not throwing interceptions. So I would think not, but you don't know for sure. But I can tell you this. Now, Aaron, it would be more on the physical side of it, the mental. When you're dialed in, Aaron Rodgers was as good as it got. He knew when there was 12 men. He lived for that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why he's still my favorite. Tausch, after 4 weeks now of watching Packers football, what concerns you the most about this team? Whether it's coaching, a particular player, whatever. Like, what stands out to you is like, this is something that needs to be addressed in this bye week?
Yeah, there's two things that are glaring to me, and one of them is obviously special teams. The amount of mistakes, in the kicking game, and then obviously the return that set up the touchdown for Dak and the Cowboys. But the O-line, the fact that we've been so injured and not consistent, and I know the rushing stats looked good at the end of the game against Dallas, but we have not been as good up front as I think we all anticipated when you start talking about bringing in Banks, paying Zach Tom, moving Elton Jenkins. It has not been as good, as smooth, as efficient in either the run game or the pass game as I think we all thought and hoped it would be. So, that's where this bye week, I think, fits. Hopefully you'll get everybody back. You can start running with the 5 guys you want across the entire deal, and then have your backups be able to plug and play. That, to me, has been the biggest, the biggest red flag through these first 4 weeks.
Mark, awesome stuff. We appreciate your time.
You bet, guys.
That's Mark Tauscher, brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. We'll wrap up the show next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Metro Ford of Madison is Madison's trusted Ford dealership. Whether you're in the market for a new or new-to-you vehicle, Metro Ford of Madison has the customer service that's second to none. With a legacy of excellence and an extensive selection of quality Ford vehicles, it's the place to go for the new Ford of your dreams. Browse their inventory, schedule a service, or see this month's offers at MetroFordofMadison.com. That's MetroFordofMadison.com. Or visit them on the east side of Madison today.
Madison's financial challenges need a Dane County-based bank. Starion Bank is a full-service community bank that delivers quality big bank services with a local approach. We are proud to be there for any budding entrepreneur or small businesses, helping them exceed their financial goals from banking to lending to cash management. Visit a banker at one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, or Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, taking you farther.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
Don't temper your expectations. Don't. Embrace them, because this group is special. You felt it, and now you're seeing it. And when you have those things together, this is going to be a fun year. It is.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
Penalty flags? Not here. Carbless is the clean play that every football fan can agree on. With zero sugar, zero carbs, and just 100 calories, you get all the flavor without the penalty. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, hosting a crew at home, or watching solo in your lucky jersey, Carbless brings premium cocktails right into the huddle. Made to be refreshingly delicious and game day ready, Carbless keeps fans cheering from kickoff to the final whistle. So this season, skip the sugar, skip the carbs, and make the winning call. Find your bliss with Carbless.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Cheer on your UW Whitewater Warhawks football team as they return home to face UW Lacrosse in a top 10 battle this Saturday in Whitewater. This conference opener kicks off at 1 p.m. Make plans to bring the family for Alumni Day and Family Fest at Perkins Stadium. Get tickets now at uwwsports.com. Experience national championship level college football this Saturday when the Warhawks welcome in the Eagles. Kickoff at 1 p.m. Buy your tickets at uwwsports.com. Warhawk football, powered by tradition.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can chime in on our poll question. Are the Packers closer to the 2-0 team that started the year or the 0-1-1 team? We asked Mark Tauscher that. You can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app for that. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Right now, our signing limit poll question, it is 60% of you say it's closer to the 2-0 team, which I feel like is wishcasting because that 2-0 team looks like one of the best teams in the NFC. I would say
one of the best teams in the NFL.
In the NFL, even. I would say this Packers team. So last 2 years in a row, they've been a 7 seed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got to account for. Let's just assume that the top teams still generally get better by like 20%, especially the younger ones. Philadelphia's pretty young, and I feel like they got better maybe 20% through adding some players / players get young players get better. I mean,
you're not talking about like their final record being 20%.
No, I'm saying like as a team. Okay. So you just kind of assume 20% growth from every team in general. Like that's kind of what they're shooting for. So then the Packers, maybe before they added Micah Parsons, they maybe had like a 15% growth because they didn't really. Banks and Hobbs have not worked out. You had Micah Parsons, so maybe he puts him like 35%. And everyone else is at 25, 30%.
Right. So that was their way of catching those guys.
So
who are ahead
they're
of them.
getting closer to them, but those other teams climbed as well. So instead of maybe a 10%, 15% gap, it's now a 5% gap.
Right.
But I still think the Packers are more likely to be the lead wild card team than they are to be a number 1 seed.
Agree. At this point in time.
Right now, it's a 2-horse race with the Lions.
Well,
And
Philadelphia.
the Eagles.
Well, no, the main goal is win,
Well, I
beat
said-
the
I-
Lions,
I
then
said
you
one.
don't have to worry about the wild card.
Right, I said the 1 seed. I said it's more likely they're going to be the number 1 wild card instead of the 1 seed.
Word, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Word, bro.
This has
That's what you sounded like.
Yeah.
Jim
Vibes.
Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.
Cool.